Very good afternoon to all of you. It is my privilege to be part of this summit, which is on the sustainability and risk growth, which is India is facing, not only India, the world is facing. As you know that India is on a transition stage, the transformation where the development and sustainability both are going in line with each other. And I tell you, these are the two pillars on which the world or this country has to stand on that. I tell you that this green revolution, which the topic has been given to me, it's in all the sectors. I am working in the energy sector, mainly in the power sector, but this is the area where all have to work together. We have to work in a collaborative manner. We have to see that this green revolution is not only occurring, of course, energy sector is the major sector in that, but other areas, whether it's agriculture, whether it is infrastructure, whether it's water, or any other areas, we have to see that mobility. These are the areas where we all have to see that this green revolution come out. And it is requirement of the COP29 also. As in the previous speakers were telling that ESG becomes the more important aspects, is the prime aspects of any industry. And we have to sincerely follow it. We have to see that in the ESG rating, whether it is environmental, society, or in the governance sector, all the three sectors we have to excel. Let me tell you about the energy sector or power sector. You must be seeing that from last 6 to 7 years, in a very fast manner we are doing it. I'll show you in my presentation also, how we are working on the clean energy. Not only in generation period, it is also in transmission and also in distribution. Generation, you know that solar, wind, hydro, biomass, nuclear, we all are working on that so that these becomes the prime generations, the prime energy sectors. And you see that revolution is really occurred. You can see that how fast in the Rajasthan area or in the Gujarat area, the way the renewables are coming up, the deserts are now covered with the solar panels. Now the next area will be, that Ladakh and Leh area where you find that whole of the hills will be covered with the solar panels. So we have a large area where we can come out with the solar. Wind we are going not only for the onshore but offshore also. In the Tamil Nadu area as well as in the Gujarat area, we are coming with the offshore winds also. Small hydro and big hydro in the Arunachal area, in the northeast, we are working on that so that the clean energy generations become the major energy sector or energy provider to the consumer. This is having a challenges. I understand that it is having a duck curve. In the daytime only solar can come or wind can, depends on the winds. So we have to see that apart from that, other sustainable growths should also come along with, whether it's a battery energy storage systems or it is a pump storage system. There are a lot of numbers of these sustainable structures which has come out. Technically, I can tell you there was, when the renewable generation, not only in India, it is coming in all the world, Middle East, it will coming in the Southeast Asia also, it's coming in the Europe also. The thing was that the inertia gets changed because this country is really getting generations from the thermal, which is almost like a stable part. But when the renewable comes, you will see that the inertia gets changed, the voltage profile gets changed. The quality power becomes the very, very major aspects for us to bring it out. So new technologies have come out. I can tell you one or two technologies which is stable. We have brought it in India in last 5 years. The STATCOMs, which is now Power Grid is operating almost 10 numbers and states also 2 numbers. These 12 numbers of STATCOMs and 9 are on the verge of completions. They have brought the inertia. So what I mean to say is we have to work hand to hand, not only by seeing that we have to go in a clean energy generation, but we have to see the technology which is making it sustainable is also required along with that. So I'll come with so I will have in the 6 sectors I'll try to put up. The first is sustainability dimension and drivers. The dimensions, if you see, it is 3P. We have to see that it is not affecting the economic condition of the country. It is planet friendly, environmental friendly, and it has to be for the people. You cannot go beyond the society. So what is prosperity? How we can do that? We have to see that whatever sustainable growth which is coming up, it should be strong enough and backed by the strong financial performance. The way government is coming up, they are coming with the VGF, they are coming of PIL, they are performance incentive, they are coming with the viability gap fundings. This is basically, they require the financial performances. They are coming up with the private partnership, they are coming with the collaborations so that the public money can come into that. Second is the environment. You see that whatever things which we are doing, it should have reducing the carbon emissions. It's not that it is continuously increasing that, and it's respect the human rights and also environment rights and the society rights. So these 3P has to be then. For these bringing, what will be the drivers for that? We have to see which drivers we have to find it out. We have to see that, I'll go for the last one, that a partnership. We have to see collaborative. We have to see it's not only one sector can come out in the sustainable. We have to see that all sectors should work together. They have to be hand to hand in that. I tell you why I'm telling that. If you really want sustainable, the things has to be changed to the electrical. As mobility is changing, you are seeing electrical vehicles. Your domestic equipments are coming in the electric side. You will see that your kitchen is now electric. You have the electric things. In every sector, you have to see that it has to go in that direction so that the resources which the country is having, all the global is having, we should least use it that. So we have to go in a partnership. Second is the creativity. We have to see that whatever we are creating, it's not for today. It's for future. It's for the next generation which is coming, or next to next generation which is coming with us. The third part is the commitment. We all have to see that it is not a burden to us. It is not has been given to you to do it. It is not the compulsion to do it. It is the commitment which require. We all have to see that. So I have started with that. And now the challenges are there. You all understand there are challenges which India is specific. One, I'll tell you the population growth. We have to see that. Unless these are covered up, we cannot sustain, because last speaker was telling that, okay, we are coming up, but consumption is also increasing. I'll tell you the bill per unit consumption is continuously going as we are going for a developing country, so consumption will increase. So if population will now increase, the consumption will go in another way. So that is why, and secondly, what will have? It will have excessive resources use and degradation of ecosystem. Of course, when the population increases, it occurs that way. We have to see that the widening of the gap between poverty and the people, that has to be reduced. And the foremost part, we have to see that it is a reality of the world that climate is changing. You can see the floods, we can see the droughts, we can see all things which is coming, high winds, cyclonic winds. Every year you will find in the Odisha area or in the Telangana area, always storms are coming up. So we have to see that our system should be climate resilient. My system should be climate is not that which is, we can reduce it, but it is going to come. We have to see that our system should in a climate resilient. I'll tell you, you see the trajectory how the power generation in the solar or the renewable, it has come out. Of course, it is being, measure is the solar part. It is almost 127 gigawatt. Then wind, then hydro, small hydro, large hydro, and biomass. So you see that in 2010-11, we were having around 58. Now it is 247, and everybody knows that by 2030, we are going to have a 500 gigawatt renewable generation. So you can see the trajectory. Country is working on that. It is coming up lot private partners are coming up, public sectors are coming up. You will see that not only in the west part of India or the northern part of India, they are coming almost all the part of India, and you will see that this will become the main source of energy. And what we are doing it, how the world is get connected. It is not only India which is coming up, Middle East is also coming up, Southeast Asia is coming up. So now country is thinking of another aspect which we call as one sun, one world, one grid. We will go for one grid which is whole the world will be connected, because sun never sets. Either it is being rising in this part of the country, or maybe the other, maybe Europe, or maybe. So what we are doing it, we are coming up with lot number of connections. First connections, which is almost with the connection we are going with the Sri Lanka. Then there is a Middle East. Oman is getting connected with Gujarat through undersea. Another aspect is that we are undersea. Andaman we are connecting. Further Andaman we will be connected to Singapore or maybe Thailand. Similarly, we are already connected to Myanmar. We are already connected to Bhutan. So this world we have to bring. Once we are going to Middle East is getting connected to Egypt, and after that it will be connected to the Europe. So this world will come out. You will see in next 10 years, the world will be one. You will see always solar energy with you. In the daytime, your energy will be there and it will be exported to some other country. But in the evening time, you will find that the Middle East or Europe, solar is with you and you are using it. This is required for sustainable growth in the energy sector. So this is the target which we are filling, almost 9,000 gigawatt, which 500 will be from renewable sources. I don't say it is 500, it will be more than 60% will be the renewable sources. And you see the last part, the annual consumptions, which is almost 2,473 billion unit. It's not equivalent to the developed country, but developed country is having around 3,600 around. But we are reaching near to this. You will see that in what India is seeing, the developed country, you will see in the next 10 years, you will be having that same billion unit consumption. I'll tell you the small part of that. Not only generations, we have to see the sustainable transmission network is also be there, because generation is on the west side. The load is in Delhi, load is in Calcutta, load is in Chennai, load is in Bombay. So how you will connect that? So the infrastructure of corridors are to be connected. We have gone for 3 phases. Phase 1, green corridor, it has already been done. Green phase 2 is under implementation. And now in the third part, green corridor, phase 3 is in the discussion stage. So this is there where I can tell you, this is about the power grid. We are almost having all the networks in the world which is having, whether it is HVDC 765 or 400K, I'll skip off this. This is the growth, which is the transition process is going on. Generation in wind, carbon capture, producing hydrogen, ammonia. The green hydrogen has become a very important. It is coming in the Paradip area and all. So we have to have a transmission so that the renewable generation should reach to that. Otherwise, hydrogen, you can have your blue hydrogen, you can have a gray hydrogen, but green hydrogen is only for the renewable. So you have to see that producing hydrogen and ammonia from green. Next generation fuels, vehicle electrification, energy storage, shipping ammonia. That is a very important aspect. We have to see that. Zero carbon supply chain and renewable energy. So these are the benefits. You all know that not only carbon reduction will there will be job creation, there will be sustainability, there will be local energy solutions, economic competitiveness, and not last, but it is an environmental benefit. Yes, specific challenges are there. I can tell you in the energy sector because I am from the energy sector. It's a short gestation period. The solar generation can come in 1.5 years or maybe a maximum 2 years. So, but you have to have a transmission, otherwise it will be a bottleneck. So that is the point. It is intermittent. It can come in the daytime. It will see that the full generation. At present, I'm telling you, in the daytime, you are seeing that lot of solar generation are coming up. You are able to purchase in even 10 paisa or 20 paisa per unit. It is so that in the 12 hours, 15 hours. But you will see that once the battery energy storage or pump storage will come, this will be flattened. we have to make it flatten. We have to see the variable output. We have to see that dynamic, which I was telling, STATCOM and all, energy storage system are to be brought out, and balancing resources. It should be balanced. It should not be one directional, only solar, or it should be all the things should come out. And an inertial support, which is very much important, synchronous condensers, synthetic inertia. I'm telling you, this is very much important in Leh and Ladakh area, where temperatures are minus 40 degrees centigrade. If solar has to work out, we have to see that a separate inertia is required. But we have to see that we cannot go as cost as we can go. We have to optimize the cost. We have to see that it is affordable to the consumer. We cannot go in such a manner. That's why I was telling it should be economic also. These are the challenges. Yes, land is very less in India. Population is very high. We have right-of-ways. Whenever we are making a transmission line from any areas, they stop it. Any substation is coming up, any generation coming up, they are stopping up. That is another area. Integration, because when you have coal generation and the renewable, when you integrated that, your inertia is totally different. There is a different inertia. You'll see in next 10 years or 15 years, India grid will be a different. It will be a smart grid. It will totally smart. It is digitalized, no manual interventions. You will see that we are the world-class grids going to come out. We are working on that. Our whole system, I can tell about Power Grid, all the substations are digitalized. They are running on one center in Delhi. They are operating with that. Analysis of the equipments, which used to be a manual, it is all digitalized. It is requirement of the day, because large number of these, when generations and substations and grids are coming up, the data comes out like, if you go in a manual, it will not be possible. It is only possible when you digitalize it. It is to be done with the AI, IoT, AI, we are coming up with all the things, blockchain, whatever best methods are there. Even Ministry of Power is coming up. They are seeing that not only generations, transmission, distribution also is smart grid. All the sectors should be smart grid. So grid management has become very important. We are coming up with the best part. When you have, I give an example in layman style. When your sun is there, all of a sudden clouds comes. What will happen? The generation will go down. So how you will manage the grid? How you will manage the system? So we have to know well before when the clouds can come out. So you have to integrate the system with the geospatial systems. We have to see that next 3 days, how the atmosphere or geographical or my climate will work. So on that way, we do the scheduling. So that is also important. Already we have made 10 REMCs, which is Renewable Energy Management Centers. They are equipped with the climate change. They are going in that direction. This slide I am showing you, these are the curves of different countries. You can see this in North, West Asia or Southeast Asia or GCC, Southeast Asia and Europe. So you see the peak are changing. One is having at 5 o'clock in the morning, one is having a peak around 19 hours. So you can see that once it is connected, once it is collaborated, when the word is come out, one sun, one world, one grid come out, you will see that every country will have a flat curve. They will either use it with them or they will export it. So 6-hour gap in solar peak in Southeast Asia and Europe. So this can be easily find it out. And then you further go it out, you will find that it will be 8 hours gap. So benefit in global grid conditions. I already told you it's a low cost of electricity will be available to you. It will be net zero emissions, so the whole world can come out. Improvement in the cash flow, and electricity will be access or renewable access will be 24 hours. These are the advanced technology I was telling. Once you go in that, you have to see that your technology also advanced. You also innovate yourself. You have to see that how world is going. You have to continuously see what challenges or problems you are going to face by bringing these renewable sources, and you have to work hard. These are some technical aspects. I'll not explain in that, but we are further working on that. We are going for the robots. We are going for drones. We are working on the digitalization. We are working, on the right side, you will see that the tower size also increasing. The right-of-way can be increasing. We are going for insulator-based cross arms and all. And Power Grid is also, we are thinking by end of this year, we are 50% RE generated. Our auxiliary supply will be in that. We are net positive by 2030 and net zero by 2070. So future energy grid will be like that. That electricity will be the main energy carrier. Why I was telling that all the sectors, whether it's infrastructure, industries, you will see that steel industry or maybe fertilizers, they all have to come in the sustainable. Now they should not work on, they should work on that so that they will use the renewable generation instead of coal. So you will see even mobility, logistics, water, they all will be on a main energy carrier. It has to be digitalized and cyber resilient. It should be globally interconnected, which I have told you, and exclusive and universally accessible. So this is my little bit of presentation. So I appeal for the forum here that let us think that sustainable green revolution, we all should work where energy should be secure, technology driven, and environmentally responsible, economically incentivized, and globally inducted. That was my presentation to you from the energy sectors, and I'm sure that the forum which is sitting here, the gathering which is sitting here, they will see that, they will start thinking in that direction, how we can make this country or whole the world for the next generation a globally driven, which is environmentally friendly, and it is for the society. Thank you. Good day.